What's up, YouTube? This is Too Raw for TV. All right, so they're trying to. When I say they, I'm talking about the NBA. I'm talking about the the corporate media, parties involved in this situation for the most part. They want this story to sort of go away, and I'm not going to let them do it. I'm not. Even if I got to talk about this shit every day from a different angle, I'm not letting this shit go. YouTube will have to shut my channel down for a bullshit reason, which they've done before, or whatever. Because I'm not letting this story go. I'm not letting them do this story. Let them do this story they did to the Brett Favre story. They wanted to go away. So now, even though Josh Giddey has made no public statements defending himself or denying these allegations, despite the fact that there's virtually no communication going on, right? As far as between parties involved and the media, despite the fact that Stephen Smith said we need to stop talking about this, let the investigation go on, right? For some reason, there's all this information coming out that's making him look like the victim. If I swear, man, you talk about insulting people's intelligence. So you can't talk about this on television, but it's okay for damage control to do what they're doing and make him out to be the victim and make an underage girl like to be a harlot or a 304. It's okay to put an underage girl's photo out there. It's okay to put an underage girl's name out there for the public to see, and for her to be harassed and doxxed and threatened. Because I know in my heart, and I had to block a long-time subscriber the other day because I'm not hearing it with this about being, I'm making it about race. I'm not making it about race. They're making it about race. It's too obvious now. I'm sorry. Because I know good and goddamn well that if this was, say, Drew Holiday being accused of this, if this was Dennis Schroeder being accused of this, it'd be a much different reaction to this. But now, they're saying that it's a one-night stand. It was a one-night stand, and he was led to believe that she was older than what she is, and it was an honest mistake. Well, how many honest mistakes are there right now languishing in prison in the United States? How many honest mistakes are there right now of young black men, young Latino men, even some young white men who may not have access to money or powerful lawyers, who are right now in jail, in prison for 15, 20-year prison sentences, or have to register as offenders for the rest of their lives because they did the same thing that you claim Josh Giddey did, which is hook up with a girl who looks older than her age. Because that's what they're doing too. They're trying to put in your mind the image that this girl looks older than what she does. What she does. But the fact remains she was underage. Since when has there ever been an excuse in this country to be ignorant of the law? Have you ever seen someone who has been driving 70 in a school zone and he gets pulled over and the officer says, "Why were you speeding?" And you go, "Oh, I didn't know that was speeding, officer. I just didn't know." I don't want to hear nothing about him being from Australia. Because when Brittany Griner thought about 304 for a moment. But when Brittany Griner was over in Russia, nobody wanted to hear about the fact that, oh, in America, that was legal. In America, it's not a big deal. Oh, she got to respect the laws and all of this crap. But then again, some things over in Russia ain't too different from over here. And, when a white woman was over there, as far as violating their laws, they were able to pretty much, if I remember correctly, it didn't get any media attention. She was like, I think the drugs that she had on her were far more severe, and she was able to go back to her country, and it wasn't all that rah-rah behind it. I don't think she served any jail time. But, hey, when I'm making it about race, I'm being a racist. I just don't understand how this could have been a one night situation when Josh Giddey seems to know her brother very well. When the comments seem to indicate that they have been in a long-term relationship. Called her his girlfriend. You don't call someone you slept with one night your girlfriend. You don't have all these pictures and videos all over social media. You can spin it all you want to. But all I know is this. All this does is prove to me without a shadow of a doubt that I've been 100% correct about everything that I've said about this country, all the assumptions that many black men have made about this country when it comes to that issue, and the criminal injustice system. All this has done is proven whatever we've been saying is shown, and for all these other cats that have been on here, we've been proven 1,000% correct. You can say what you want to say in the comments section. You can try to explain away whatever you want to talk about. And I don't want to hear about money. It's not just about money. Kyrie Irving is a far superior player and makes more money and generates more money for the NBA than Josh Giddey ever could. And look what they did to that guy. It's not about money in this situation. We know what time it is. All I know is this. If this is how it's going to be from now on, this should be the situation for every one of these types of situations from Josh Giddey on down. We're not going to do this in this country. We're not going to go back to the days of the 1940s and 50s where certain people get off for doing certain crimes and then others get villainized and have to serve 20, 30 years. No. Nope. No. No, sir. Nope. We're not going to do this. Nope. If that's the case, there are probably thousands of men right now, probably tens of thousands of men. And I'm not talking about people that's 40 years old. I'm talking about these questionable cases, right? If you want to call it that. There are thousands of men right now who are either in prison or have to register for something that they really shouldn't be in a position to be either doing time or in a position to have to register in that situation because they're not threats. But they've had similar Josh Giddey situations, allegedly. There are girls out there that are 15, 16, 17 years old, look like adults. Same situation. You meet them in a club. You assume that they're an adult. You go on a one-night stand. But the thing is, everybody look like me that have done that before. They had to go and either serve time, no matter what the circumstances were. The judge didn't want trying to hear that. You just supposed to know that she's underage. Which is the stupidest thing I've ever heard in my life. Because how many young men in history have snuck into the army because they look older than their age? How many men who were boys that were 15, 16 years old snuck into the Civil War, snuck into to serve for the Union or the Confederacy, snuck in to serve in World War One or World War Two? Now they got a little bit more regulations after that. It was hard to do it. But how many times they've done that because they looked older than their age, and they assumed that they were 18. They assumed they were telling the truth. I looked like I was 18 years old when I was 14. So I know. I was able to buy cigarettes, able to. I'm not saying I did, but I was able to buy cigarettes when I was 16 because I looked 18. Now I never did, but I was doing it to show that I was of it. I looked old enough, but then I would tell them I can't get it because I'm 16. So don't come with this BS, man. There's no exception for this man for some reason, and then everybody else, it's another set of circumstances. Nah, that's my big problem with this scenario. And that's been my problem from the get-go, is that they're trying to get this man off. For whatever reason, they're trying to get this man off. But Juan DeFranco, who has not played Major League Baseball since, May? It looks like he's going to jail. And rightfully so. But for some reason, they're trying to get this guy off. Nah. I don't buy it. I don't even believe that story. I don't even believe that story because it's too many things that's out there that's contrary. I even heard a report about supposedly, you know what I'm saying, those traffic tickets. He was out there cruising for other girls. I don't know how true it is, but I've heard some stories saying that he called these young girls his kitties, Giddy's kitties. And these are unsubstantiated reports, but hey, they're not reporting on this, right? Except for what they're putting out there now. That's all I got to say about it. Tell me what you guys think.